When you are practicing yoga at home, there are sort of two challenges right off the bat. And one is getting yourself to the mat. I mean, that's the first challenge. We got to get ourselves there. And then the second challenge is figuring out what to practice. And if you are finding yourself a little bit stuck on that second challenge, it's always helpful to have like a go-to sequence, just something that you know is all around, maybe full body, gives you a little bit of what you need no matter what type of practice. And that is essentially what I'm aiming to share with you today. This practice is appropriate for beginners. I think that beginners will especially enjoy the accessibility of these poses. But I also think that those of you with more experience will also just appreciate the well-roundedness of this sequence. Okay, I always find this distinction between beginner students and more experienced students to be in truth somewhat problematic, because the poses themselves are so rich, and so a pose may be considered a beginner pose, but even as a experienced practitioner after decades of doing this practice, I still find I get so much out from these so-called beginner poses, right? So I always struggle a little bit with that when I'm describing the level of the practice. However, that said, this would be a very appropriate practice for beginners, and I think in general, all practitioners will enjoy it, okay? If you're looking to get your day started, I think that this would be a good one, okay? All right, let's begin. Hey there. If you have a cranky back, stiff neck, if you're overweight, anxious, or if you simply don't look, feel, or resonate with the images of yoga on social media, you will definitely want to check out my online course, Iyengar Yoga Fundamentals. To begin, sit in Swastikasana, a simple cross-legged position. Okay, and then let's start the practice by twisting, Parsva Swastikasana. Okay, take your left hand across to the right side, right hand swing it behind you, and then inhale, lift yourself up, exhale, turn yourself to the right. Okay, roll your right shoulder back, and with your left hand here, pull the left side of your body around. With each inhalation, lift upward, and with each exhalation, turn more. Okay, come back to the center, pause here, take a few breaths. Even after twisting just in one direction, just notice the sensitivity, the alertness that comes to the body. Right side, left side. Okay, second side now. Take your right hand across, left hand behind you. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, turn yourself. Turn your abdomen, turn your rib cage, and then roll that left shoulder back and down. With your right hand here, pull the right side of your body around. Chin up a little bit and revolve yourself. And then release, come back to the center. Okay, now for this round here, you'll change the crossing of your legs, okay? So if you had your right leg crossed in first, then change it so left leg is crossed in. And what I want to show you, we'll go one more time, but just check, because when you're twisting, that back arm here, a lot of times people lean into that back arm. And instead, work to keep the spine straight. So that back hand there, push off with the back hand, right? Push off and move the spine into the body and revolve. Okay, go ahead. Turn yourself to the right, left hand across, right hand behind. You can even turn the fingers of the right hand there back, cupped fingers, roll the shoulder back and push off with that back hand. Push off, don't lean into it. Okay, push off with the back hand, and from the base of your spine to the base of your skull, move the spinal column into the body and turn around that. Okay, chin up a little, revolve, revolve, and then release. Okay, come back to the center, and again, couple breaths. Inhale, exhale. Okay, going for the left side now. Right hand across, left hand behind you, and again, you're looking to not lean back, right? Push off with the back arm. Push off and move that sacrum in and up, back ribs in and up, and then revolve yourself to the left even more. Okay, pull yourself around with your right arm and roll that left shoulder back, 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 back. From the base of the spine to the base of the skull, move the whole spinal column in, turn more. Chin up, you're looking a little bit towards that left side, but you're not leading from the head, right? It's not, you don't want to kink at the neck there. Turn, yes, and then release, come back to the center, and again, take a few breaths. Okay, change it up again, change the crossing, and now let's repeat Parsva Swastikasana, but introduce Urdhva Baddangulyasana, arms up, okay? So be in your seated pose here, take a moment, just let your attention, your awareness really drop down and be in the base of your pose. Always in Iyengar yoga, it's important to understand where is the foundation of your posture. Okay, in this pose, which part of you is touching the ground? The edges of your feet, your buttock bones, this is the base. Descend into those points of contact and ascend up through the crown of your head. Okay, broaden your collarbones, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest. Okay, now this time, raise your arms up, Urdhva Baddangulyasana. And from your wrists, lift the sides of your body up. Extend, extend. Feel how long you are on the right side, how long you are on the left side. Lift, lift, lift. And now maintain this lift. Turn yourself to the right. Keep the length here on the side body, but lower your arms down. Lift and turn. Lift and turn. Roll the right shoulder back, pull the left side around, move the back body into the front body, revolve yourself more. And then release, come back to the center. Okay, so this is the challenge here. You're raising the arms up, and as you do, you may be able to get a little more length on the side body. The challenge is that when you lower those arms down, can you still keep that length, right? Because in that way, the arms almost are a prop. It's a tool. It's helping you lengthen the side trunk. Okay, let's go for the second side. Anchor down through your hips, lift up through the side body, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest. Okay, arms up, Urdhva Baddangulyasana. Look up, see that your palms are facing each other, right? You got to get that rotation of the upper arms. And then reach higher, reach higher, reach higher. Lift your side body up, 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 up. Now turn yourself to the left, turn the abdomen, turn the rib cage, reach up and turn. Maintain the length on the side trunk, lower the arms into position. Parsva Swastikasana. Now roll that left shoulder back and pull yourself around with the right side, with the right arm there. On the inhale, lengthen up, exhale, turn, and see, are you able to maintain that length on the side body as you're twisting? Okay, a lot of times people will lift the shoulders up, so just check that for yourself. Drop the shoulders down and turn more. And then release. Come back to the center. Okay, again, take a few breaths here. Inhale, exhale. Good. Okay, next up, Parivrtta action. All right, we'll turn to the right first. So hook your left elbow across and work it down so that you're getting even the upper arm connected here to your outer leg. And if your buttock comes up, no problem. Let it come up and really hook that arm down there. Okay, the hand can then just touch down. Now create a fulcrum. Press the arm against the leg, and with that pressure, now also turn yourself to the right side. Okay, push against your leg here, push off with the right hand, push off the floor, and revolve yourself to the right. Now also work to get that left hip corner down, so you're further lengthening that side of the body. Okay, move the spine in, turn yourself to the right more and more. Press the arm against the leg, pull yourself forward and revolve. Good. Come back to the center. Take a few breaths. That can be can be intense. Deep twist. And now let's go for the second side. Okay, I'll show you the side view here this time. So lift up and then exhale, hook the right arm across. Okay, hook it across here, work the arm down your leg, and then hand comes down. The back hand here, again, don't lean into it, push off with the back arm, and then turn yourself to the left. Okay, press the arm against the leg, turn the abdomen. Press the arm against the leg, turn the rib cage. Now again, if that right hip has come up as you turn to the left, no problem. Let it come up so that you get a good connection, arm against leg, but then turn and start to lower that right hip back down. Feel that extra length that comes. Revolve, revolve, revolve. And then release, come back to the center. Find your breath. Inhale, exhale. Okay, we're not quite done yet. One more. So again, change the crossing of your legs. And this time, add a brick. If you have one, add a brick to the equation. Okay, so what you're going to do here is, as before, hook the elbow across. But now, give yourself some sort of better purchase for the twist. So put some height underneath that back arm. Okay, and now really push off the brick. Lengthen yourself, but then revolve yourself. Go for it. Turn yourself to the right. Okay, get that left arm strongly down, work it down, and then figure out for yourself how much height is appropriate. Does this give you good purchase? Do you want to raise it to the second height? Okay, and then turn. Chin away from the breastbone a little bit. Move the spine in, revolve. Okay, and then undo. And again, breathe. Okay, notice what your breath is like as you start to work through this sequence. All right, second side here, last time for this Parivrtta action. So here you're twisting yourself to the left and hook the right arm across. Okay, hook it across, and then back hand here is gonna come onto the brick and push off the brick. Lengthen forward and revolve. Lengthen forward and revolve. Okay, anchor down through the opposite hip. Everything else is the same. And turn yourself. But just observe, see, can you get just a little more leverage there by putting that prop underneath the back arm? All right, and then release, undo yourself, take a few breaths, and be here. Okay, next up, take Adho Svanasana. Okay, plant your palms down, tuck your toes under, and lift up and back. Okay, immediately adjust the weight of each leg towards the back of your toe mounts. Okay, so instead of being forward on the toes, flex one foot, find the back of the toe mount, and then hook it onto the ground. Okay, same with the other leg there. Flex the foot, find the back of the toe mount, and place the foot down. Now push the floor away from you, revolve those upper arms, reach your hips up and back, and then move those thighs from front to back. Shift the weight from the front side to the back side. Descend into your heels, but lift up through your hips. Just keep your ears level between your upper arms. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then rest for a moment, come down, find your breath. And then just be here in this kneeling position, and let's go up again. Okay, so kneeling position here, rotate your upper arms. Turn your upper arms outward. Okay, slide your shoulder blades away from your neck. And then with the toes tucked under here, lift your knees up, lift your hips up, and push up and back. Again, come to the backs of the toe mounts and reach up and back. Okay, push the floor down, rotate your upper arms out, and lift your hips higher and higher and higher. Okay, penetrate those groins from front to back. Move your thighs back, knees back. And then as per your capacity, descend the heels, but lift the hips. Okay, neck soft, face soft. Breathe. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay, and then rest. Come down, take a moment. And come back up. Okay, now even what we've done so far, that could be a short practice. Yeah, just that much. The seated twists, repeat a couple times, go for Adho Mukha Svanasana, end in Adho Mukha Virasana, head down. It can be a lovely practice. Okay, if you have more time, bring yourself up to standing and let's carry on. Okay, here, join your legs, stand in Tadasana. And now let's take Urdhva Baddangulyasana. Okay, interlace your fingers, press your palms away, and then from here, reach into your wrists and raise your straight arms up to the ceiling. Okay, from your wrists, lift the sides of your body. Rotate your upper arms so that the outer upper arm skin rolls forward. And then from here, move those arms back, 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 chest up. And then release. Okay, Urdhva Baddangulyasana. Now change the crossing of your fingers and again, push forward. Extend from the underside of your arm, reach, raise your arms up. Now notice what happens when you take your arms up. Okay, as you take the arms up, do your thighs fall forward. Shift them back, maintain your Tadasana legs, and raise the arms up. Okay, lift your side waist, lift your side ribs, lift your side chest, and then arms back, move the spine in even more. And then release again. Arms by your side, chest up, breathe. Next, Gomukhasana, standing in Tadasana. So extend your right arm to the side, have it like this, right? So not way up here, but a little bit lower. And then roll that shoulder forward. Okay, right shoulder, roll it forward and swing your right arm up your back. Okay, swing it up your back and aim here to get the palm right in the center. So naturally it'll come across here, but can you maneuver it to be a little more in the center and pointing upward? Okay, then Broaden this collarbone and roll your shoulder back. Lift your chest up. Okay, bottom arm Gomukhasana. And then extend up through the left arm. Urdhva Baddangulyasana, reach up, reach up, reach up. Turn the palm back, turn it back, and then bend at the elbow and see, can you get a grip? Okay, reach for those fingers. And then extend up through the upper elbow, down through the lower elbow. Avoid this. Draw both elbows into the midline and then press your hands into your back. Open your chest. Gomukhasana. And then release. Undo yourself. Extend. You can turn your palms forward facing. That can sometimes be a nice release after Gomukhasana. All right, second side. Now, of course, if you can't reach your fingers, if you're not getting a grip, there's several different ways that you can back it up, okay? So one way is to use a strap. And so I'll just show here what happens, right? You can take your arm into position and then you're holding the strap, other arm, reach it like so, and then you can grip on the strap, okay? But what I want to point out here is that sometimes when folks use the strap, their elbows end up going out like this. And that's actually not very effective use of strap. So instead, when you're holding the strap, try to make the strap loose, right? Instead of feeling like you're pulling the strap apart, try to bring the edges of the strap closer and closer together. So make it loose, 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 loose until, yeah, you can, maybe bring the fingers to touch, but if not, they're into the midline, elbows into the midline, okay? The other option, which I find can be quite effective, is to simply use your t-shirt. Okay, walk your hands down, hold the t-shirt, just get a little grip of something. But again, you're using the prop to come into the midline with the elbows, not let the elbows go apart. Okay, so pick which variation you want to do. We'll do second side Gomukhasana here. Okay, left arm to the side. Roll the shoulder forward, swing the arm up your back. Yeah, you just roll the shoulder forward to get into position. Then use your free hand, maneuver that hand into place in the center of your back as best you can. And then once it's there, now roll that shoulder back, left shoulder corner, back, 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 and open the chest. Okay, then reach the right arm up, extend, lengthen the side body, reach, turn the palm back, turn it towards your face and back, bend at the elbow, and then take a grip. Reach for either your strap, your t-shirt, or your fingers, and then extend up through the upper elbow, down through the lower elbow, draw both elbows into the midline, and then press into your back, open your chest. Gomukhasana. All the while here, you can lift your kneecaps up, thighs up, and move those thighs back, chest open. Okay, and then release, undo yourself, and again, Tadasana. Okay, let's go for standing poses next. We'll start with Virabhadrasana II. Okay, stand in Tadasana, and then fingertips together. Inhale, jump your legs apart, and then turn your right leg out. Okay, turn the toes out, draw the heel under, externally rotate that leg. Now roll the outside edge of your left foot down, press the left thigh back, and suck this hip in, bend your right knee. As you bend your knee, turn the thigh out. Roll the inner knee to outer knee, inner thigh to outer thigh, and dip down a little more. Okay, drop the shoulders, lift your chest, and then turn to look over your middle finger. Virabhadrasana II. Keep your mind in that back leg. Okay, avoid leaning. Stand up straight in the torso. roll the outside edge of the left foot down, press that thigh back, sit lower into your right buttock. Turn the knee. Okay, inhale, come back up. Turn the foot forward, reach into those fingers, hold it. And then second side, turn the left foot out, draw the heel under, anchor down through the outer edge of the right foot, suck this hip in, bend your left knee. As you're bending, turn it back. From inner knee to outer knee, revolve. Inner thigh to outer thigh, revolve. And sit down here into your left buttock. Now anchor back through the right thigh, roll the left buttock under, broaden yourself across the front pelvis. Stay upright. Okay, anchor down through the outer edge of the right foot. Drop the shoulders. And then turn to look over your left fingers. Chin up. Breathe. All right, inhale, come back up. Turn your foot forward and join your legs. Tadasana. Arms by your side, chest up. Okay, now jumping is uplifting. It can be energizing. It's lovely to do at the beginning of the day if it's appropriate for you. Okay, so knee pain, back pain, balance issues, there could be a whole suite of reasons why you may not want to be jumping at this time. Okay, so make a decision that's suitable for you. If you're not jumping in and out of the poses, then step. Just separate your legs and come into the pose that way. Okay, both on the way in and the way out. All right, let's go now for the second pose, which is Utthita Parsvakonasana. Okay, so jump, step, your legs apart, and you need a nice big stance for this, nice and wide. And then again, turn your right leg out, turn the foot out, draw the heel under, and turn the leg out right from the hip socket, And now come to where we left off. Okay, suck the left hip in, bend your right knee. Virabhadrasana II. Turn the thigh out. Anchor back through the left thigh. All right, now from here, take your back hand, the left hand, just place it on your hip. Now hinge to the right. Reach, lengthen the underside of your body, and then lower your arm down, and you can place it either on the floor or on a brick. Now here, create a fulcrum. Press your leg against your arm against your leg, and turn yourself from right to left. Roll your top shoulder, roll this left shoulder back. Use the elbow. Elbow back, shoulder back, revolve yourself. Now again, roll the outside edge of your left foot down, left thigh back. Externally rotate that right thigh out, turn more. Now reach your arm up to the ceiling, extend, turn the palm towards your head and reach over your head. From the outer edge of your left foot through to the middle finger, extend, Utthita Parsvakonasana. Okay, now anchor down through the outer edge of that left foot for balance. Anchor it, inhale, swing back up, turn your foot forward and join your legs. Tadasana. Stabilize, steady yourself, find your breath. Good. Okay. Second side, Utthita Parsvakonasana. Fingertips together and separate your legs. Okay, nice big stance. And then turn your left leg out. Okay, roll the outside edge of that right foot down. Press that right thigh back. Revolve your left leg in the hip socket. Turn it. Okay, now bend the knee. Virabhadrasana II. This hip, suck it in, turn the knee more, and sit down into that buttock. Okay, right hand comes on your hip, hinge to the left, lengthen the underside, extend, and then arm comes down. Wherever the hand is, if it's reaching the floor, fine, great, put the hands on the floor. If it needs a little bit of a lift, you place a brick under there. Okay, now press your leg against your arm against your leg, and turn yourself to the right. Turn the abdomen, turn the ribs. With your hand on your hip there, wrap the elbow back, shoulder back, chin up a little bit, revolve. Okay, then extend your right arm up, turn the palm, and then reach over your head. Now from the outer edge of your right foot to the middle finger, extend, extend, extend. Utthita Parsvakonasana. And then anchor through that outer foot and swing yourself back up. Turn your foot forward and join your legs. Arms by your side, chest up, breathe. Let's go next for Utthita Trikonasana. But we're going to build our Trikonasana from the last two poses that we did. Okay, so we'll actually go through them in a sequence. Okay, stay with me. Tadasana. And then jump your legs apart. And from here, turn your right leg out. Toes out, heel under, externally rotate. Suck the left hip in, Virabhadrasana II, bend your knee. Okay, from Virabhadrasana II, now Utthita Parsvakonasana. Reach, extend, and then take your hand down, either to the brick or to the floor, and turn your abdomen away from the bent leg. Okay, roll the outside edge of the left foot down, get a good anchor there, press your left thigh back. Now this time, take your arm straight up to the ceiling and keep it there. Okay, reach like so. Now pressurize your right foot into the floor and feel as if you could almost slide the floor to the right, okay? Press your foot into the floor, slide the floor to the right, and while you do that, slowly straighten your leg for Utthita Trikonasana. Turn your abdomen to the left, lengthen the underside of your body to the right. Okay, roll that right shoulder blade down your back, reach up into that lifted arm. Okay, now again, anchor through the back leg and swing yourself up. Turn your foot forward and Tadasana. Arms by your side, chest up, breathe. Okay, let's do that to the second side. Separate your legs and don't trip over your bricks. Turn your left leg out. We'll go through each of these three standing poses. Roll the outside edge of your right foot down, suck the hip in, bend your left knee, Virabhadrasana II. Turn your thigh out, revolve it. Now Utthita Parsvakonasana, reach, extend, and then lower your arm down. Okay, take your hand to the brick, to the floor, and then press your leg against your arm, but turn your abdomen to the right. Roll that right shoulder back, 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 back. Okay, then extend your arm up to the ceiling. Stay there. Now anchor strongly down through the outer edge of the right foot. Keep that. Press your left foot into the floor and now start to slide the floor further to the left. Slide it, slowly start to straighten your leg. Keep that side body low and long. Yes, Utthita Trikonasana. Turn the abdomen even more. Okay, chin up a little bit, head back, breathe. Roll that left shoulder blade down your back. Okay, a lot of times it hikes up for people. Slide it down and turn. Okay, now roll the edge of the right foot down, press that right thigh back, and then swing yourself back up. Turn your foot forward and jump back, Tadasana. Stabilize, steady yourself, breathe. Okay, next is Prasarita Padottanasana. Okay, separate your legs And a nice tip that you can use to really know if you're in line is to adjust yourself so that the heels are at the very back edge of the mat, right? And then you know both heels are exactly in line, right? This can be handy when you're getting started. Okay, nice big stance here. Lift your toes, spread your toes, and then from your inner legs here, hit out, and as before, roll the outside edge of your feet down. Suck in at your hips. Kneecaps up, thighs up, press your thighs back. Now have your hands on your hips here. Roll your shoulders back, and then look up to the ceiling, and as you look up, ascend the front body. Look up, ascend. Now be firm in your legs and hinging at the hip. Hinge to about 90 degrees where you're parallel to the ground. Okay, roll the outer edges of the feet down, lift up into the hips, and eject yourself forward. Okay, now continue to go down, 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 and find the crown of your head. Place it on the floor. Okay, if that's not available, then you raise the floor up. Have a brick, have a chair, have whatever you need so that the head touches something. Okay, now notice that I still have my hands on my hips because I want you to be using your legs. Okay, roll the edge of the foot down, but maintain that connection through the big toe mound. From the inner leg, hit out, suck in at the hips, and now from the back of your legs, lift up and over and head down. Breathe, be here. Now slowly just release the hands, place your flat palms on the floor, heel of the hand in line with your heels, and fingers are pointing towards your head there in that same direction. Okay, now pressurize your palms into the floor and lift the shelf of your shoulders up off your neck. Soften your face, find your breath, Prasarita Padottanasana. Stay here, breathe. Equalize the touch, right foot and left. Notice where the weight goes. Notice if you're starting to lean back in the hips. Okay, roll the buttocks up, and maybe as you're there for a bit, you may even be able to walk your head a little bit more under you. Okay, then again, equalize the touch under the right hand and left hand. Press especially through the inner hand, and lift those shoulders up. Stay here, breathe. Good. Okay. Now slowly press strongly into your heels, maintain those firm legs, and then press into your arms. Walk your hands forward so that your hands now are directly under your shoulders. Roll your shoulders away from your neck, concave your back. Then firm legs, press down there. One hand to your hip, other hand to your hip. With straight legs, wrap your elbows back. With a lifted chest, come up. And then walk your feet together and stand in Tadasana. From here, you can go into your shoulder stand. Right? If shoulder stand is in your practice, now would be a great time to insert that. You can take Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, also a nice option. Or you can go for Savasana. And I'm just going to lay you out in Savasana. I'm going to show Savasana for right now, as I am trying to keep this particular practice very minimal as far as props go. Okay, so for Savasana, simply lay yourself out. You want to make sure that you're straight, and then lay yourself down. Roll each shoulder blade under. See that the back pelvis has length, and then extend your legs. Okay, then release. Let your legs go, let your arms go, and then just be here. Okay, Savasana is an opportunity for the practice to seep a little more deeply into your cells. Just give yourself a minute here, breathe, inhale, exhale. All the hard work is done, and quite literally, just absorb the fruits of your labor. Okay, this brings us to the end of today. Thank you so much, and yeah, I look forward to practicing with you again another time.